Trdelník, aka Chimney Cake, reigns supreme on social media, but it seems to be falling out of favor with Prague locals.
You've traveled to Prague to have good fun, but everyone has told you it's the land of scam. But fret no more, we've got your back. There should have been a rhyme, but there is no time for that. Real Prague guides, let's get into the video.
Hello everyone, what is Prague's cake? Please don't fall for people telling you Trdelník is original or Czech. Neither is true, it is just another tourist trap.
As evident from this article, in 2010 Trdelník was well loved among locals, but it took a downturn in 2016 and the chimney cake began to be branded as a scam. And no, nothing new was discovered in its history. 13 years ago, everyone already knew it came from abroad. So what happened?
It is widely accepted that Trdelník originated in modern-day Transylvania and then traveled through Hungary, Slovakia and finally reached Czech lands. Historian Maria Ulehlová-Tilšová writes that Trdelník was a very popular dish among Czechs in 19th century.
People liked this pastry because they could utilize the cooling coal from the day of cooking, but then Trdelník was forgotten. After an almost 100-year-old production hiatus, Trdelník experienced rebirth in the 90s and was rebranded as Old Czech Chimney Cake. But how can we call it Old Czech if it doesn't come from the Czech lands? Well, if we can't, I'm afraid we'll have to scratch off half of the traditional Czech dishes from the menus.
Because goulash is also not that old. The recipe comes from Hungary, as you might know, and it reached Czech lands in about 19th century. Vepřoknědlo zelo dates back to 1862, and some people even say that svíčková isn't that old, because the whole recipe only dates back to 19th century. So the only difference, in my opinion, between Trdelník and these three dishes is that those three stuck around and were cooked throughout most of 20th century, while Trdelník's production hindered.
And what about the stands that don't call Trdelník Old Czech pastry? Would you call those tourist traps as well? Some say yes, because it's still foreign. In that case, you can go ahead and remove all the kebab stands as well. They aren't Czech either. You guys know we've talked about traditional Czech pastries before and ridiculed Trdelník, but we have to admit that it's still more popular than anything else.
Just now we walked through the city center and Trdelník stands were every step of our way, with different prices, different flavors, but still kind of pricey. This one was 180 crowns and it seems more fun than any other street food or pastry. Bakes over fire, you can peel it like an orange, and it also comes with all these new excessive stuffings, which is actually a Czech invention. Nowadays Trdelník is also sold in shopping malls, which are not the hotspot for tourists. When we traveled for some of our videos, we also found Trdelník stands in places where foreign tourists don't go that much. For example, Czech paradise.
So what do you guys think? Does Trdelník deserve to exist? Or should it be banished to hell, together with other Prague scams? Let us know in the comments. I gotta say it is delicious. Thanks, Transylvania.